What's up, people? This is Abraham Walker, and we are doing something just a little bit different. Every week, I go through the newspapers. I have all of them. Well, I guess all of them that matter to me. Right? We have the Washington Business Journal. We have the Wallstreet Journal here. We also have let's get a better view. There we go. So we have the Wallstreet Journal. We have the New York Times here. New York Times is a thick boy. We have the Washingtonian. This is a local magazine in the DC area. So if you're in the DC area, looking to stay up to date on some content. This is an older Wall Street Journal I haven't processed yet, so I'll do that tonight as well. Then we have the Washington Post. So that's what I'm doing tonight. And I thought, you know what? We got this fancy setup here. We might as well just go knock this out in a live stream. Put on some music. This music is from Epidemic Sound. This is a lo-fi channel. Well, not even a channel. If you have Epidemic Sound, just search for lo-fi, Lofi, and you will come across this type of music here. So that's all we're doing right now. About to break open the stuff, and that's it. So join me. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat. I do have access or the ability to see all the comments if you have any. If not, just enjoy the music, and I'm going to put on a video here. Let me show it to you. This is a video that I shot or recorded earlier this year from the cherry blossoms, when the cherry blossoms were blooming in Washington, D.C. So I'll leave my camera up over here as I process the newspaper, and if I come across any news worth talking about, I'll pause the music or lower it a little bit, and then we'll chat about it. And that's about it. So enjoy the video, enjoy the music, and let me know if you have any questions. So a couple stories already in the Washington Business Journal that kind of stuck out to me so far is that Alex Smith, former football player for the Washington football team, former quarterback, a few months after he was released, put his home on the market, and it sold for $5.8 million. Can you see that? Let's see. Maybe this is a better view. That's crazy, right? $5.8 million. It was a 6,340 square foot home, sits on 2 acres, and has 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and 1 half bath, according to the listing. Another thing that's interesting in the Washington Business Journal is that Fairfax County in fiscal year 2021, had its highest sum ever of total taxes collected at $4.05 billion, roughly $3.02 billion, or 75%, came from real property taxes. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean that the local government is being primarily ran off of real estate transfers. Real estate transfers, real estate taxes. My goodness. It's not until you realize, it's not until you see like how cities and counties make money, do you realize how important real estate is to the local economy. The previous year, so in 2021, they collected $4.05 billion. In 2020, they only collected $2.9 billion. More than $1 billion increase just because property values rose so aggressively in 2020. Makes you wonder, right? Do local governments benefit from inflation and runaway home prices? Looks that way. It looks like the local government gets a nice little bump. So let's keep on looking for stories. All right, so we just made it through the Washington Business Journal. It took a little bit longer than anticipated. A couple great stories in there, but now you kind of see like what our method is, what my method is for processing through the paper. I usually have I have my pen, I have my sticky notes, and then I have my little post-its here to flag the page. So I'll go through a section. I'll go through a section of the paper. I'll go through a whole, usually if it's a newspaper, I'll go through an entire section, flag some stuff, put some notes here, and then come back and cut out everything that I want. I've already mentioned this, but one of the stories that kind of spoke to me was this. Since I'm in real estate, real estate means that I'm looking for real estate topics, right? So Alex Smith selling. This is about the tax collections. 75% of taxes collected are due to real estate properties. And then we have Alex Smith selling his home, the former quarterback for the Washington football team, for $5.8 million. And then we have this page right here. This is a cool little page. Washington Business Journal is known for making these lists. And this is the tourist sites ranked by number of visitors in 2020. The top tourist site was Chesapeake in the Ohio Canal National Historic Park. That's going to be, I believe that's in Georgetown. That's in the Georgetown area. They have 4.89 million visitors, followed by Lincoln Memorial with 2.98 million visitors, down from 7.8 million visitors in 2019. So that's the coronavirus doing its thing. And then a National World War II Memorial at 1.92 million visitors at number 3. Rock Creek Park had 1.77 million visitors. And then we have the Vietnam Veterans Memorial at number 5 at 1.59 million visitors. I've been to all these places. I've been to all these places. Although I should do a more detailed walk of this Chesapeake and Ohio Canal National Historic Park, because it looks like that place is pretty popular. So we should probably do some more content for the company website, also for the business YouTube channel. We like to put some content, put our walks and stuff like that on there. So we got a little unboxing here I'm gonna do for you all. This is my first unboxing video. So we have the hi-fi Fosi audio. What this is for is I have my Black Magic, not Black Magic. I have my ATEM Mini Extreme ISL. I guess it is by Black Magic Designs. And this device only has one headphone jack output. And when my wife and I are doing our show, our weekly, I love this song right here. Let me stop talking so you can listen to this song. This song is great. I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, and that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. Rain in my heart. Okay, so that is a great Christmas song, right? Am I right? My goodness, that song, I love that. I like that song there. Let me find the name of it for you all, just in case y'all want to know what we were listening to just now. We were listening to, let's see, where are we at in the playlist? Boop, 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 boop. Where are we? 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 Are we up here? Okay. That is Christmas in My Heart by Dylan Sitts. DYLANSITTS. So this is a great song. And you can find all of these songs on Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound. All right, so let's get back to this unboxing. So again, I have the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. We are using, that's a Black Magic Design piece of technology. There's only one headphone jack, so I tried to do a headphone splitter. That didn't work because I'm trying to get two stereo outputs for myself and my co-host, the missus, when we're doing our weekly podcast, well, not our weekly podcast, but our weekly video show, right? And this is the solution. So let's open it up so we can see what it is. So remember, the goal is to get two stereo headphone outputs out of one headphone jack. And there we go. So we have ourselves a, let's see, got you right there. Boom. This is a headphone amplifier, right? So this is a headphone amplifier. There we go. Okay, so we have the headphone amplifier. So the reason why I went with this particular brand is because it actually takes a 3.5 millimeter jack in, or a 1/8 of an inch jack in, and then it allows you to come out of it with 1/8 of an inch jacks on the backside. So I'll put this on my desk next to my ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. And now me and the missus can both monitor the audio while we are doing our video. So that's cool, right? It's a cool little gadget. It was $30. Solved the problem that was presented to us. Now, I will say, another solution, this solution or this idea came from one of the Facebook groups for the ATEM Mini peeps. So let me see what the name of those Facebook groups are. So one of the Facebook groups is called ATEM Mini and Pro and ISO and Extreme User Group. And then the other Facebook group is called Black Magic Design ATEM Users. So they suggested that I get myself a headphone amplifier, and this is it. So you come into this gadget with a 3.5, well, right here. So an input right here. You come into it with a 3.5 millimeter jack, headphone, I guess, receiver. And then you get the opportunity to not only come out of this system with the ability to use 4 headphones, but you can also control the audio on each channel individually. So that's pretty cool, right? Oh, wow. That light came on. That was weird. It's not plugged up to anything. Anyway, so that's a solution to a problem. Yep. So we got a nice little 9-volt battery here. Now, one thing I wish they would have sent me is, a 3.5 millimeter jack. They didn't send me no jack with this package. Come on now, Fusi Audio. What's going on? Anyway, I'm about to hook this up, and I know what I want to tell you. Yeah, so one of the cool things about this is I'm gonna get another receiver here. I may get two for the misses as well. So then instead of being wired into this system, we can just use a Bluetooth headphones so that we can just be completely wireless when we are when we're doing this. Don't know if that'll work, but you know, what the heck, might as well give it a try, right? Good old Amazon, huh? Delivered this on a Sunday. I think I ordered it on Friday night. Came Sunday. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get back to the music. Hello. It worked. It worked. I just plugged it in. Now I have stereo sound coming out of my speakers. Oh, this feels so good. It feels so good to have a great solution here. Look at this. Fusi, look at that. You did a great job with that. Fusi Audio. That's right. Fusi Audio. It's a headphone amplifier. That's what it is. Headphone amplifier from Amazon. Well, I got it from Amazon. So that's it. So that worked out well. Man, I think I could crank up this audio too. So that's great. That is great news. Great news. All right. So let's get back to processing. So now I could return this back to Guitar Center. This stuff was expensive, man. It was more expensive than you probably you I mean, it was expensive. This little cable here was expensive. But I'm glad they had something for me to try to use. Right, it didn't work, but it was a good try. It was a good try. So let's get back to processing these papers.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging.
Okay, so I put my first macros together in my ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. So we have this view right here. So this is just testing this all out on the spot. We have this view for the if I want to highlight something, I bring this view up. Maybe I want to highlight an article or yada yada yada, and then it actually decreases the audio that's playing on output number 5, which is actually coming from my computer, right? And then we have the next macro, which when I'll select it, you won't be able to hear my voice, but it's going to actually decrease mic number 1, which is what you're hearing me from right now, and then it'll increase the volume on channel 5, which is my computer, right? So let's try it out. Let's press the button again. So this is macro number 2. Okay, so that didn't work. That didn't work. So it was supposed to, on macro number 2, it was supposed to actually go back to the super source. So let me program that again and see if I can get it working properly. Okay, so I think I fixed it. So we have macro number 1, which is this view right here, which is camera number 4. We have the music in the background. Lord, I don't like how it cuts so sharply to this particular audio. I would like it to fade down. I don't know how to do that, but I'm pretty sure that's something we can learn. And then we have macro number 2, which should bring up the super source, which is going to be the main video that's running on camera number 5, and then the picture-in-picture type of view of this setup right here. It worked. How cool is that? All right. How cool is just one button now? If you saw at the beginning of the live stream, I had my little iPad here with mix effects, and I was managing all that stuff just right here. And now I just press a button and boom, macros. How cool is that? All right, let's get back to the show. Was and poor shepherds in the fields as they lay. Whoa, what a great article just now I just read. This is in the Wall Street Journal, and the article is titled, What Children Lose When Their Brains Develop Too Fast. It was written by Allison Gopnik. So I highlighted so much in this article, but I want to go through a couple pieces of it. A slower, longer, more maturing childhood may actually be the best way to prepare for adulthood, the article says. A long childhood is itself one key to a flourishing adult life. It goes on to say that the Kaiser Permanente Medical Group in 1998 did a study about the long-term effects of adverse childhood experiences, codenamed ACE, adverse childhood experiences. So ACEs on children growing up in California. So they did this study for children growing up in California. ACEs include physical or emotional neglect or abuse, poverty, divorce and violence, addiction, or mental illness in the home. The article goes on to read that about 60% of children in the U.S. experience at least one adverse event, and about 1 in 10 experience 4 or more. Low-income children are more at risk, but children from all classes and backgrounds are vulnerable. That's crazy, man. Just another reason to invest in your children's education so that you don't repeat the cycle of having these ACEs in your family tree. And then it goes on to say that children with more ACEs are more likely to suffer from anxiety, depression, or addiction as adults, and they have a higher risk of cancer and heart disease. Another thing I highlighted was a number of studies suggest that children with stressful lives reach puberty earlier. Children growing up with more ACEs even get their adult teeth earlier, and their brains develop quicker. They conclude that poverty, stress, and adverse experiences also seem to make children's brains grow up quickly. Now, you may be thinking that that's a good thing for your brain to grow quicker, right? But that's not true. As we grow older, this is what the article says, as we grow older, our brains become more efficient, but less flexible, better at exploiting, but not so good at exploring, better at acting effectively, but not so good at doing new things. The brain gets thicker in infancy, for instance, and then thins out in adolescence. The researcher found that those sequences unfold more quickly in children with less income and more stressful adverse experiences. That's troubling to think that with so many people living either in poverty or with food insecurities, their children are going through this. So the article continues with good early experiences can have long-term effects, perhaps because they help children maintain a sense of possibility. Varied, nurturing environment make us grow up more slowly. Oh wait, this is a question. Why would stress and adversity make us grow up faster, and a rich, varied, nurturing environment make us grow up more slowly? It's interesting stuff. Another part I highlighted was that in an animal's life history. So they did some studies with animals. And it says the animal's life history includes how long it lives, how much it invents, and how much it invests in its young, and how long it takes those young to mature. What happens when you're young tells you about the sort of world you will face when you get old. A live fast, die young life history. A live fast, die young life history makes more evolutionary sense when resources are scarce and life is predictably harsh. In a rich, supportive, varied world, on the other hand, there is lots to learn and time and resources to learn it. So keeping an open mind and flexible brain is more valuable. This whole block I highlighted, so I'll just read it to you since you're joining me for this newspaper session. All of this should be reassuring to the middle-class parents worrying about the American question. The most important part of caring for young children is in some ways the easiest. Loving your children and giving them space to learn and explore is more important than crafting a particular curriculum. A longer, slower childhood may be better, at least if you believe that the adult environment will also be rich and varied. In closing, the last part of this article, I thought they closed out this article very well. Allison, good job. Whether through child tax credits, parental leave, or high quality preschool, supporting young children is the best way to ensure a new generation of thriving adults. It seems the reason these policies work is not because they make children develop faster, but because they let them remain children longer. Alison Gopnik is a professor of psychology at the University of California, Berkeley, and a mind and matter columnist for the Wall Street Journal. Great job, Allison. I'm gonna clip this article. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Great points. Great points there. So, what did you take out of that? Let me know in the comment section. One thing I have. Oh, you don't know this, but some of you may know this. But I have 11-year-old and 13-year-old boys, and sometimes you start to make plans for them, and those plans require them to grow up a little bit sooner, and then you're reminded that you're only a child for such a short period of time. And do you want to rob those children? Do you want to rob your children of their childhood just so that you can maybe get some bragging points with your friends, or you get some interesting stories, but is that the detriment of the children? So taking it slower, letting the kids enjoy their childhood as long as they can, let them stay children as long as they can. I think that my wife and I have done a good job with that. The boys are super childish, and I actually enjoy. I'm glad that they're so childish. They're constantly laughing. They're constantly playing games and having fun, and it's just it makes me feel good to know that we were able to create this environment for them to stay children as long as they can, right? They don't have to grow up. And this article is saying that, what, that may be a good thing, that may be a good move. So I understand that this is a privilege, right? I understand that not everybody will be able to do this, and that sucks. So I do get that this isn't, it's not easy to just suggest that everyone comes along, and read this art. I mean, this is in the Wallstreet Journal. I mean, first of all, you would have to have access to the Wallstreet Journal to even have read this article to become enlightened, right? So you'd have to have time and space and resources to even have access to this. So just having this information is a privilege of itself. So I understand that. I do. That's why that makes the solution so much more complicated. Anyway, what did you think? Great article, Wall Street Journal by Alison Gopnik. What children lose when their brains develop too fast. Well, people, it's 12 o'clock now. 12 o'clock on the East Coast. So it's time for me to get to sleep. I have a morning day date with my two boys. I'm going to go on our daily weekday walks. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you enjoyed the music. I thought it went well. I enjoyed myself being here with you all. If you watch this on the replay and you make it this far, congratulations. I mean, I don't even know how long this is going. So 2 hours and 10 minutes. My goodness. So if you like what you see, you enjoy this experience, please let me know. Maybe I'll jump on every week when I process my newspapers every week at the beginning of the week, because we do have a show that we do on our business channel where we kind of go through some of the news, some of the hot topics, anything that stood out to us. And I find the best way to do that is to actually have the physical paper, right? If I had the digital paper, or if I had to process it on my iPad or my cell phone, I don't think I would really do it. So this is a great alternative for me, and I hope you enjoyed this experience. I hope you have a great night and a great start to your week. I will see you on the next video. Peace. We might as well end with my favorite song on this epidemic soundtrack. Hope you enjoy it. Good night.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, and that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. All in